All right, we're here with the new defensive coordinator at Northland High School, Coach Stephanson. He has been at Northland for a while now. How long have you been there, Coach Steph?
Well, I've taught at Northland for 10 years. This is my 10th year. I've coached either voluntarily or on staff, or this will be my fifth.
Okay, sweet. So what did you do when you were previously coaching there? What have you coached, and what was your role?
Okay, so when I first came on as a volunteer under coach named Kevin Tucson, great dude. He's a administrator at Franklin Heights now, so he had to get out of it. But he was sort of the guy that really got me into it. So when I first came on, I started with wide receivers and safeties. And then my first couple of years, I just kind of bounced here and there wherever I was needed and really took in both sides of the ball. Although I did start as an offensive coach and just kind of helped out the defensive coordinator with the safeties when he needed an extra hand. And maybe 3 seasons in or so, I went all the way to the dark side and just jumped in on defense all the time and been there for the last, I guess, 3 years then.
Okay, so weren't you the defensive coordinator for a little bit there though?
Yeah, I was. So 2 seasons ago, I didn't coach last season or the season, the 2019 season. Just needed a break, had some school stuff to do that needed to knock out. So yeah, I was defensive coordinator 2 seasons ago. It was definitely an experience. Didn't really plan on it. It kind of happened. A coach that was going to take the role and was in the role. He fell through for some personal reasons. Pretty late in the game. Actually, once we'd already started practices. So at that point, it was just one of those things. Someone needed to do it, and someone had to step up. So here we are.
Well, now you're back in the role. We're happy that we got you.
Sure.
Where are you from? Where did you grow up at?
So I grew up in your old haunts here, Pickerington, Ohio. I'm old, so this is back when we still had one high school. Pickerington Central at the time was just Pickerington Tigers. Yeah, born and raised there. Up in Columbus all the way.
After you finished up high school, where did you end up going to college?
Oh, I didn't go very far from home. I went down the road to Ohio State. My both my parents graduated from Ohio State. We just have a huge family tradition, going there. So it was it was natural. I'd always sort of been born and bred to eventually end up there, and that's where I ended up.
So you're Buckeye everything?
Yes, sir.
All right, what about NFL team?
Cleveland Browns. Don't ask me
Awesome.
why. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know why anyone in their right mind would choose to follow this team, but for whatever reason, one of the earliest memories I had is watching the Browns with my mother.
There
Way
you
back
go.
in the day, maybe 6, 7 years old, and I went over to the Bengals for a couple of seasons there when Modell moved the team. But as soon as we got that new team, I hopped right back over and been there since.
Well, we got a lot of Browns fans on our staff. I think that's
Yeah.
kind of why I hired you guys though, is all because you're Browns fans.
Rio's a big Cowboys fan. So is Prue, actually. We got Browns and Cowboys.
Coach Pruitt and I we're gonna argue about that a little bit when we get on his meeting.
Yeah,
But
just tell me he's a front runner.
yeah, he is. That's what typical Pruitt. But
Mm.
no, so all right, then one question, let me hear it. I asked Coach Roberts, who is the cook in your house, you or your wife?
It depends on what we're cooking. If it's grill work, if it's steak, that kind of thing, that's all me. Uh, Anything else, that's gonna be the wife. We'll
So
call it about a
You and Coach Roberts both are claiming you guys are grill guys, but then when you had me over at your house, you guys both order pizza and don't teach me, didn't show me or prove to me you knew how to grill. I don't know if I believe it.
a little heads up beforehand. Some expectations on the food would have been lovely. Wasn't it raining
um,
anyways?
what'd you say?
So wasn't it raining that night anyways?
Yeah, it was raining that day. I'll
So,
give you that. Okay, I'll give you a little slack there.
you gonna hold the
Um,
umbrella for me?
yeah, I should have. Um, so who would you say? So, as coaches, have a mentor and everything. I want to know who is your mentor coach? Who's the coach you like look to everything?
But Coach, that got incredibly mangled there. I'm not quite sure what happened. Could you ask me that question again?
Yeah, yeah. I said, who is your one mentor coach that you always look to?
Um, I've been lucky to have a couple great mentors. So I would start with Coach Kevin Tucson. Again, the man that brought me in, just a great guy. And he's really the coach that showed me the culture side of it and the importance of your relationships with your kids and leadership and so on. He was and still is phenomenal with that. From X's and O's, definitely a guy you'll meet pretty soon here. He teaches in our building named Brian Miller. He was head coach at Mifflin. I want to say back in the early 2000s. He was with Beechcroft when they had that really nice run in the 2013, 14, 15 when they were winning the City League North pretty easily when they were going to winning playoff games. They kept running into Big Red, unfortunately, but they had some nice teams. But he's always been the guy that if I got a question, if I want to just sit down, if I want to get to the get to the whiteboard and draw some things up, he was always the guy there.
Okay. I got two more questions. This next question is, what is your favorite movie of all time? Does not have to be football movie, just favorite movie of all time.
Favorite movie of all time. This is I might expose myself a little bit here with this one, but probably the Last of the Mohicans.
I
Little
thought
Daniel
I thought
Day-Lewis
you were
movie.
gonna say it was The Notebook.
You were close, man. That was number two.
All right, and then this last one, I asked Coach Roberts. He hit me with a good one. I gave him Captain America for mine. So, who's your favorite superhero and why?
Favorite superhero. Oh man, that's a good one. I'm gonna say probably Batman. This is gonna be a generic canned answer, but I like the fact that Batman is just a guy. He's a dude. He doesn't really have any special powers, so to speak. He just has to get by with his gear, with his brains.
I like that. There you go. I like that. All right. So there's Coach Steph. He's our new defensive coordinator. We're excited. We got him back out coaching and everything here in Northland. Is there anything you want to say to the players or anybody before we hop off here?
Nothing past. I hope you all are doing well. Hope everyone's families are doing as well as can be. These are some interesting, surreal times. So I hope everyone's doing the best they can and getting through here. And I'm pumped to get back here and be part of this new staff and really get after it. When it comes summertime and we can hit the field. So I'm chomping at the bit here.
There we go. Thank you, Coach Steph. We appreciate it, and we'll be talking to you.
Thanks for having me, Coach.